Hello everyone, how are you doing? We are almost at the end of the year and many organizations are reviewing the performance of their various units, departments, business lines to see how well they have done. What I have come to recognize, however, is that the areas that really are integral to driving success of the business, particularly as it relates to growth and profitability, are often neglected. So organizations are able to attain a certain level of performance, not recognizing that they can double, triple, or quadruple their performance by addressing issues relating to service quality and leadership. When I speak of service quality, I'm not just speaking of service quality to the external customer, but also to the internal customer. Most of you will know that the external customers are those people who come from outside to create payday, to pay for the goods and services we offer. The internal customers are those persons who are working together to deliver to the external customer and to ensure that our KPIs are met. The area of customer service really needs to be revisited. And so I'd like to introduce the programs that we have. One in particular that has worked for many established organizations, including a regional hotel group that I work for, is the art of customer service excellence. We delve deeply. We start with the fundamentals of customer service and we look at different types of customers: the irate customer, the confused customer, the angry customer, the assertive customer, the passive customer, different types of customers. And we train your staff on how to deal with different customers. We also train them on how to answer the telephone, how to interact with one another within the organization. Very often people do not recognize that persons coming from outside to do business, or even those who are calling in, they are observing how we interact with each other. They are observing the sorts of conversations that are taking place in the background when they call on the phone. They are observing how we handle calls, how we transfer calls, how we respond to them, how we address them. So we look at protocols, etiquette, professionalism, and other aspects of the person. We then outline to them what is required to deliver exceptional customer service. Our customer service programs are not generic. Many organizations will give you generic customer service programs, but no two organizations are exactly alike, even if they are in the same industry. And so we try our best to ensure that people understand that you have to customize the service, you have to customize the training, you have to customize the intervention according to the needs, the mission, the vision, and objectives of the organization. It is important for us to also understand the lay of the land. So we ask you to provide us with the specific pain points and, if possible, a profile of the persons who are to be trained. We try to look at what outcomes you desire from the training so that at the end of the day, you can be delighted and not just satisfied. As far as leadership is concerned, I have found that many organizations will promote leaders from the inside, and that is excellent because it gives hope to those persons who are in the organization to know that there is scope for upward mobility. However, it is unfair to promote someone to a leadership position without properly preparing them. My first degree is in business administration and finance from the illustrious University of Technology, Jamaica. And we got a solid foundation in leadership there. What I have done through our customized leadership program is to ensure that every person that is presented to us, whether someone going into a supervisory role, a management role, or at the C-suite level, they understand the fundamentals of leadership. So it is almost like a college program, a concise college program, so that people understand exactly what is required, this science, this social science of managing people, and how to ensure that people are motivated to follow you as a leader. Very often we have leaders who are so taken up, so caught up in their position that they fail to recognize that you can only lead persons effectively if they are motivated to take the journey with you. And so we make sure that our leaders do not just understand word for word the mission and the vision, the objectives and the KPIs that have been set, but they are able to internalize the vision and the mission and link for each team member, their objectives, the job description, what they do on a daily basis to the mission and the vision, so that people can be aligned with the mission and the vision. One of the key areas I have found in performance management is the performance appraisal process. So we have leaders who will use the performance appraisal as a tool of disciplining staff. That is not the correct thing to do as far as performance management is concerned. It is important for leaders to recognize that you can only attain optimum performance from persons who understand what is required of them. They understand the mission. They understand the vision. They understand the goals and objectives, and they understand how their roles, what they are doing on a day-to-day basis, will help to make the mission, the vision, and the objectives attainable. In 2024, God willing, I will be doing more traveling than I have done over the last several years. And so most of our courses are going to be offered online. But I have taught online via Zoom at the university level, and I've found it to be extremely effective. In fact, many of you, your leaders, have taken courses at universities, including Ivy League universities, online. They have come back to your organization and they have been able to perform exceptionally well. So do not be afraid of embracing online learning. Do not be afraid of embracing virtual training, because I guarantee you, at the end of the day, as long as your leaders and your team members are committed, we will have outcomes. You may have seen me share a couple of thank you notes from my clients, and I tended to work mainly with successful organizations. They may not have been very successful before I went in, but to God be the glory. At the end of the day, they have reaped significant success from the interventions I have provided. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my pleasure providing you with a snapshot of what we will be doing as far as online training is concerned. I would also like to emphasize the importance of inclusiveness. It is important for us to recognize that people want to feel as if they are a part of what is taking place, a part of the decision-making process, a part of the training and development that is taking place. And so one of the advantages, including cost savings of virtual training, is that your graveyard shift, your night shift people that perhaps would have been excluded in the past, they can now be trained, because we can train them from anywhere in the world and across time zones. I thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to serving you. I am yours in service, Colette J.A. Lewis Smith. Have a nice day. Bye.